Hey everyone, it's Gabbie! Yay! It is so nice outside that I'm actually in the house. Makes no sense, right? I was outside like all day long today. I spent 6 hours outside. I got sunburned. I don't know if you can see it, but I can feel it. My lips are sunburned. Everything hurts. I was doing a tag sale. So how you guys been feeling? Are you guys enjoying this weather? Finally, we get some nice warm weather. I am psyched. I'm pumped. I've been waiting for this all winter. How have you guys been feeling for the last 2 weeks? Have you guys been feeling, a little wonky or sore, achy, muscles, joints, aches and pains? Maybe your back has been hurting. What else? Maybe you've been like wicked tired and you haven't been able to shake it. Well, it's because we were getting hit back to back with solar energy. And every day for the last 2 weeks, I was checking the Schumann's resonance, and there was little spikes here and there. A couple days ago, it hit me really bad. It hit me really bad. I had a full-blown panic attack. And then after that panic attack, I slept for like 3 hours. I was wiped. Like it rocked my world. And then it happened again the next day, which was yesterday. The solar activity is no joke. Mixed in with everything else that's going on with us energetically with, the ascension. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Merkaba, the Merkaba. 8 signs that you are going through a Merkaba activation. Merkaba or Merkaba in ancient Egypt referred to a rotating light that would take the spirit and the body from one world to another. Today, there are light workers who are helping people remember the Merkaba to begin a process in consciousness that will eventually translate us from the third dimensional world into the next higher one through what is being called ascension, what we are all going through. We are all experiencing ascension because the earth, Gaia, is currently ascending. She's transforming and raising her frequency right now as we speak. From a carbon base to a crystalline. From 3D to the 5th dimension. Now, ascension involves a process where the human body is transformed into light and translated by an incredible birth into a new world. It is achieved through a meditation that requires the mind and the heart and the body and the spirit to completely integrate into one pattern of light and to transcend the human limitations of this reality. This concept of the Merkaba is an ascension vehicle. It is not a new thing. This is very, very, very old. Okay? The Merkaba is a state of total awareness. When we fill our spiritual fields with an immaculate amount of love, a perpetual light starts to fuel our souls, which awakens our light in our body, our light body, our Merkaba. The Merkaba gives us the ability to unlock the 4th and 5th dimensions of our physical and spiritual human form. Here are 8 signs of a Merkaba or a light body activation. Intense physical pain marks the Merkaba. You will have persistent episodes of body aches, flu-like symptoms. This pain can be traced back to our DNA. When a light body is forming, significant changes are happening at the genetic level. Although this may have a bruising impact on our physical form temporarily, In the long run, it frees you of disease, and the best part yet, it slows down the effects of aging. Aging! Sadness will strain you, and you will not be able to track down the reason behind it because there isn't one. You'll just be sad for no reason. It's because you're picking up on energies and your body's trying to figure out how to process them. Now, this happens because you are shedding your past life. You are clearing the debris that has accumulated over the course of your entire life and replacing it with unceasing light, an abundance of unceasing light. You may even find it hard to settle into a job. You'll lose heart in the whole concept of careers. You could care less about work or money. You will feel as if working and earning money is meaningless. This mindset will continue to linger on until you find a job that you genuinely love. So if you don't genuinely love what you do, you will genuinely be miserable at it and you will not care. And you will find no meaning or purpose in what it is that you are doing if you're not doing it because you enjoy it or because you love it. Enlightenment isolation is one of the common symptoms of the Merkaba. You will eventually retire from the company of your closest friends, your close friends, acquaintances, family, and even your loved ones. Even if you are in their company, you will still feel lonely and distraught. The Merkaba breaks the old bond and it replaces them with new ones, with new bonds. So you can glow and grow spiritually. This karmic destruction is inevitable no matter how much you try to resist it. Okay? It's inevitable. Everybody is going through some kind of a light ascension, an upgrade, DNA download, everybody, everything, not just everybody, everything, animals, plants, the earth, the water, the air, everything that is on Gaia is going through an activation. Because if it's part of a Gaia, if it's living on Gaia, it resonates with Gaia. We all share a frequency, okay? That's why the Schumann resonance is so important. And if Gaia is ascending and she's raising her frequency, so are we. So no matter what, it's inevitable. You are going to feel some kind of symptom from this activation. Now, after the light body is formed, you will regain your ability to build new bonds. Your sleep patterns will be erratic. Mine are already erratic. You might wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning or in the middle of the night and feel suffocated. It's because your body is expanding a lot of energy during the formation of the light body. So as we integrate the light, our body, our physical body is expanding. That's why we can't sleep. That's why we feel these aches and pains, and we get these headaches because our crown chakra, our head is expanding. Everything, your heart, your chest is expanding. Your heart is expanding. Your everything is changing inside of your DNA. It's waking up. We're using more of those strands that scientists said were junk strands. They're not junk strands. Those are strands that were sleeping and now they're waking up. They're being activated, and our bodies are not used to this. So as we go through this activation, we start to experience these side effects, these symptoms, because this is something, you've lived on this earth for however many years you are, and all of a sudden your body is being upgraded, it's being activated, something that it's never experienced in this 3D, in this third dimension. So it's awkward, it's painful, it makes you tired. So it's an experience, but in the end of this experience, it will be bliss. So if you're up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because you can't sleep and your body hurts, just know that's because it's expanding, because of it's taking in a lot of light energy. And instead of going back to bed, you can stay awake, embrace it, and indulge yourself in some kind of a healthy activity. I don't know, read a book, or even try meditation, or do an early morning yoga, or even take an Epsom salt bath and clean your aura, and try doing some positive intentions, or start journaling. That's a good thing to do, is journaling. You might even experience nightmarish dreams. They may likely feel like they're haunting you, like they feel real, but when you wake up, you're like, oh wow, that was just a dream. You might feel trapped in these disturbing dreams, but just know that you are safe. You're not trapped. Once you wake up, it's done. It was just a dream. You're good. They may even seem extraordinary, or even very real or convincing. I get dreams like that, but not because of the light body activation. I get them because of the moon. I dream so crazy when we are about to change to a full moon phase. My dreams are just nuts. They feel so real. I could drift off and fall asleep within like a few minutes, and I could be in this whole different reality, this whole different dimension, and I can see color, I can see faces, I'm having conversations with people. In my dreams, they just feel so real. I'm so detailed. I keep a dream journal, and people tell me that my dreams are very detailed, and they find that odd, but I don't find it odd because my dreams have always been like that. During the Merkaba, you may also feel like you're floating. You'll feel as if there is a buoyant force, kind of just like, you're kind of like, I don't know, your body feels like it's going like this, but it's not. And then you feel like something is just like pulling you and pulling you, and just like pulling you, but like not your physical body, but something connected to your physical body. It just feels like it's got a grip on you, and it might just feel like it has this force that is trying to pull you towards like the sky, and then you kind of just feel like zoned out a little bit. You might also feel, trapped in between two worlds. And for those that are not feeling this, you might be thinking like, whoa, this girl is whacked. But for the people that have felt this, they will totally understand what I'm saying, what I'm trying to explain. But for the people that haven't experienced it yet, you will. Eventually, you will. You may also start feeling like your consciousness is skipping ahead of your body during the Merkaba, and feeling of an ascension might ensue you because of it. You might even find yourself preoccupied with thought, conversing with your inner consciousness, trying to constantly communicate with you. You're trying to develop a healthy rapport with it. When you're emotionally drained, as the conversations increase, you'll both get to know each other better, and the uneasiness between you and your consciousness will fade away. You'll become more comfortable with it, with communicating with your higher self. After some time, it will feel as if you are talking to a friend, and words will just start to come easy. And it's not like you're having a conversation like I'm talking out loud to you right now. It's something that that was my phone. It's something that you probably may already do it now. You're just not realizing that you are doing it. It's like it's your intuition. You're communicating with your intuition. Have you ever had that moment where your intuition told you you should let me think about it. You're driving your car and you're lost. You have no GPS. And you sit at the stop sign and you're like, oh my God, okay, should I go left or should I go right? And that little voice in your head says, go right. And you go right and you end up back on track. That's your intuition. That's what I'm talking about, your consciousness, your higher self. So that's the example that I'm trying to give to you. So once you start to become comfortable with talking to your consciousness, your higher self, your intuition, and listening to your intuition, it will feel as if you are communicating with a friend. It'll be natural for you. It'll just come out and it won't feel awkward. So my advice to you, if you feel that you are going through a light body ascension, excuse me, if you do feel like you are going through an activation, if any of these 8 signs of the Merkaba symptoms resonated with you, and you're new to this, my advice to you, the best thing that you can do right now is to start journaling and keep a diary and write down your symptoms and the moon phases. Write down your sleep patterns, your dreams. Um, what else? Just write down everything. Write down what you're eating. That's important because it's always good to go, because your diet's going to change as your body changes. Eventually, your diet's going to change. Your body and will not want. If you're a person that eats a lot of junk food or sugar or McDonald's or something like that, your body will eventually tell you that it doesn't want it anymore. It will reject it. Okay, I just recently switched to a more plant-based diet. I'm not vegan, I'm pescatarian. Um, I don't eat a lot of dairy though, but I do eat eggs. I don't drink milk. I do consume some cheeses, some fish and shellfish, but I don't eat flesh anymore. My body doesn't want it. I stopped eating sugar a couple of years ago. Every now and then I will crave like a candy bar or something. Um, but like coffee. Coffee is a big thing that I'm addicted. I love coffee, so I don't see myself giving up on coffee anytime soon. But I used to drink a lot of sugar in my coffee. Now I don't, and that's another change. I started to get into tea, but I'm not a person that drinks tea. I cannot wake up in the morning and have a cup of tea. I have to have a cup of coffee. I love coffee. I'm a coffee addict. But maybe that'll change. Who knows? Maybe it won't. But eventually, during this activation, your body will change. There'll be times when your body is craving junk food. You may just want to go on and eat all kinds of potato chips and sweets and stuff like that because, as we as the light comes in, sometimes it makes our body expand and it kind of like speeds up the metabolism and it just makes you really hungry. And then there's other times where you don't want to eat at all. You're like, oh, you just feel like you just want to drink liquids. You just want to drink water. But so that's important to, write down what you're eating in a day and write down intentions and just keep track of it because it's something that you can look back on. And it's really, really helpful to keep a daily journal so you can look back on it. In a year from now, when you read about what is going on in your life today, you're going to be like, wow, what a change. What a change. And you'll see how far that you have come spiritually, physically, and mentally. Some more benefits of keeping a spiritual journal is one, acknowledge your blessings. They are all around us. Sometimes they are apparent and sometimes they're not. Other times we have to look a little harder, but they're always there. Writing about things that you are most grateful for will make you happier. inspiring inner peace and reinforcing your sense of connectedness. Number 2, set spiritual goals. As you embark on documenting your spiritual journey, set goals that contribute to the big picture. Recording your goals will help keep you accountable and will allow you to track your progress. Develop a detailed action plan that identifies what tasks need to be accomplished to further your spiritual growth. Number 3, document what inspires you. Without inspiration, the best powers of the mind remain dormant. Open your mind by seeking inspiration in all that you do. You may find that inspiration in nature, in art, music, spiritual writings, or even acts of kindness displayed by those around you. I thank you guys for watching this video. Much love to you guys, many blessings to you guys, and please enjoy this lovely, lovely sunshine that we are having. Bye guys, see you next time.